No, well, that has started happening in January, you know, especially after Hong Kong and thing. Then I think they got a lot more agitated, and they thought something has to be. They started then at that point, and I'm sure it was probably true in the United States, that the military and the Navy especially thought the Japanese fishermen could be spies. I mean, they never did accuse anybody of being spies, but they said they could be a fifth column, and that was a term that was very prevalent at that time, the idea of a fifth column being in the country, you know, and that you know came from Hemingway's idea that there was another enemy within, and so they did that business of going around and checking up on all the Japanese fishermen. And eventually, by that time, by January, I think it was, in January, they ordered all Japanese fishermen to bring their boats down to bring them in from. They prevented what they prohibited for. First thing they prohibited that they could not fish. That was the first thing. Then they told them all to gather in Prince Rupert Harbor, and these boats were then told that they would have to travel down the west coast and take their boats through Fraser Valley. That's a journey with these small little boats, these putt-putt boats, that would take almost a week, you know, because how far could they go? They could only go a day, and when the weather was good. So they took all the boats and took them down to the Fraser Valley. And all these boats were tied up on the delta, right on Fraser, in the Fraser River. It's a great, and there is a famous picture of all these Japanese fishing boats stretching out for, you know, way into the distance, all tied up to each other in a kind of a big V shape. And these boats were there until they were sold. A lot of them were sold in about 2 or 3 years' time.